So what you know about these Meta glasses? I'm about to show them how it's done. All these videos with the one hand, that's done.
No mas.
I'm putting it on them today.
You know what that means? Bye GoPro.
Yep.
That GoPro
go in the trash. All right, so we're on location. I got my ASC, I got my brush, and I got my towel. We got our air compressor, and we're gonna start on the interior of this truck. We've worked on this truck plenty of times. It's a 2025, so it's not in bad condition at all. He said he has just a chocolate spill of some boba. The kids. So I'm gonna let the ASC go to work on that. We have our Clean Korea towel. I'm gonna let this soak down. Just want to get the actually. Oh yeah, it's a little sticky. Looks like a little caramel. Might need to go in with the OP. It's breaking down. Sal, you want to grab me the OP? The Orange Power. So this is our trainer's vehicle. It's already coming out, but I just want to go in there and grab the OP because the OP.
Down with OP?
Yeah, you down with OPP? So this is OP. If you guys don't know OP, Orange Power right here by KCX. This is great for gum, for sticky stuff, interiors. You can use. It's safe on textiles, safe to use on plastics. Obviously, you want to read the directions and you know, take caution, like any product. But this helps break down really quick. Orange Power. It's a citrus cleaner. When you have gum, sticky stuff, residue, sugars, this stuff really, really helps it break down. So as you can see, the vehicle is not in bad condition at all. This is a true all-surface cleaner. Is it all-round surface or is it all-surface ASC? All around. See how it's breaking it down, how it's smaller now? All around. Because you don't want to start rubbing some of this stuff into the textile. You start rubbing it in, especially when they're like woven, then it starts to get in. You want it to break up, dissolve, and then remove from the surface. You don't want to start pushing stuff into. All right, so here we go. I'm just gonna clean it up. Give it a wipe. All surface cleaner. Super easy to use. This is a very, very clean interior. So what I'm doing is I'm just giving it a quick mist. Then I'm gonna blow out and then I'm gonna give it a quick. Quick wipe. That's all we're gonna do. Oh, there's a lovely citrus smell left behind from the Orange Power. So this client doesn't have children, but their children were riding in his car and they spilled the boba drink, one of those little balls, and that's what caused that. So this is the type of work that we like doing. Quick, easy work. And some little sticky residue here from the drink, the sugars. But ASC is just strong enough to be able to get all that. I'm gonna lift this seat up just in case it seeped through right here, which it looks like it did. You can see it's still wet there. I don't know what that is. It's weird. That's definitely not boba. Or maybe it is. Yeah, I think it is. Ooh. Or whatever. So, clean all that up. And we do that, and then just give it a quick little. That's it. Okay. Light mist. Let's give it a wipe. And this may seem crazy to some people, but we don't like working like this. We don't like working curbside. You know, we do primarily, most of our work is still mobile, but when we are working mobile, we like things to be in our favor as far as conditions working. Working on a curb like this brings more problem than you think, because you're working at a different level, stepping down or constantly stepping up. You'll notice that it takes its toll over time on your back. So working on a curb, people don't realize, or sometimes you don't realize until you're done with the job, how bad it affects you, your body. Working up and down off of a curb.
The young bucks, they probably like, that ain't nothing. Yeah. But I'm sure the older cats will. You're right.
Yeah, when you're stepping down and stepping up, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but you could even see, like, even me, like, I'm off. Like, this part of my hip is completely different than this side. So if you're working on a vehicle for a long period of time, or if you're working on a low vehicle and you're on a curb, that can put strain on your back, put strain on, you know, your hips.
If you're washing the exterior, only doing the interior on this one, so it's not that bad. But washing, problems.
If you're asking, what kind of towels are those? What kind of towels are those? Man, Clean Korea. We're going to link these joints. We'll link everything. Link everything for you. Tornador, Clean Korea towels. You can get those Carbon Collective or Detail Division. So towels, you can get Detail Division, and then you can get your ASC, Car Supplies Warehouse, Tornador, Car Supplies Warehouse. Client does have a few Huskies, so there's random hairs in here. The client does have a few Huskies, so there's random hairs in here. But for the most part, it's good to go.
Probably gonna ask, man, how come you ain't using a rinseless on a vehicle like this?
So ASC is pretty much what we use to finish interiors. So if we use rinseless, more than likely we're gonna have some residues left behind. you can use rinseless, but we don't really use rinseless like that. As far as people are going to be like, well, rinseless would be a lot cheaper. It would be a lot cheaper. But the issue with rinseless is the issue with rinseless is when we come across something that needs a little bit more than the rinseless, then we got to reach for something else. ASC works fantastic on every surface, and I know rinseless does too. We just don't use rinseless in our operation like that. There's nothing wrong with rinseless. I do like rinseless, and there's times where we do use rinseless for the interiors, but it's not something we reach for because we find that dedicated cleaners to target certain areas work way better, way faster. We're not looking for something to get the job done with the jack of all trades type of deal, because we know those don't excel at anything. It cleans everything well, but we want things that are going to clean things like really good for those specific materials. And that's what this all-round Hustler does for us. It gives us that nice, good clean, that nice finish. Even the fragrance is really nice. Although rinseless does smell good too. But we just want that assurance that everything is dialed in, cleaned up nice. And ASC holds down the windows really good. Yeah, so it's primarily preference. It's a little bit preference and a little bit targeted performance. The good thing about rinseless is that it's safe. You know, if you're using rinseless, it's going to be safe. So it's like a DIYer's best friend, rinseless. But I had a potential client reach out on my Instagram, and they asked, "Oh, I just need a cleaning. What does it start at?" So I let them know what's included with the full detail and the pricing, and I also let them know the prices are all going to be based. This is a standard price, but the prices are all going to be based off of the size and the condition of your vehicle. So she told me the condition of her vehicle. She gave me an example of the vehicle, and I told her, I said, okay, I just need to, she said she has a couple kids. I said, okay, well, we just need, if you could send over pictures. If not, we could swing by, give you a free quote, or we can go based off of the standard pricing, and we can, and we let her know what that includes. And she said, well, all I need is a basic. So I asked her to elaborate on, her like basic, just for clarification, so we're both on the same page, because it's very objective. A basic to one person can be completely different to another. So I asked her what her basic service to elaborate on a basic service, and she said, oh, just the interior cleaning of all the surfaces, the seats, floors, and dash and door, pretty much the entire. She described the entire interior, and then the exterior. She said wash and the wheels and tires and all that stuff. So, and it was pretty much what we had. We went into a little bit more depth when we talked about the service in full detail. So I let her know. I said, well, it sounds like a full detail. And then I reminded her, well, based off of size and condition, and labor that we have to put into the vehicle, that's a sliding scale. So, if the car's new, if it's garage kept, if it's well maintained, all of those things are going to affect the price tag, because obviously the labor and time is not going to be there. That's it. Just a quick blowout. As you can see, we're all good. I just got to blow this part out. Last, I always save this carpet in this area for the end. hair out. I think good brushes will grab this pet hair for you. You know, the light stuff. Even the heavy stuff. We hardly ever use pet hair tools anymore. And we did a car the other day, and the pet hair was crazy. We finished the whole car in an hour and 40 minutes. And it was heavy pet hair. And we didn't use a single pet hair tool. So that's it. I think we need to work on these guys. Sal's over there talking with Cody. They're whispering. I don't know what they're talking about. What's up, Cody? I got the Meta glasses on. Hey, Cat, stay out of...
Hey, Richard!
So that's Cody, our trainer. Flex from Cody. Show him what time it is. Woo! So that's our trainer, Cody. He has us here at either 4 a.m. or 4 a.m. in the summertime and 6 a.m. in the wintertime. So we're here 4 days a week, getting it in. So yeah, Cody got this truck last year, and or no, he got it this year. About how long have you had the truck, Cody? 9 months. So 9 months, and he's been staying on top of it, and it looks fantastic. I am liking these glasses. I'm excited to see how how these Meta glasses. So I should have put these little ones on top. See, this is small things in the operation right here that make a big difference. And whenever we find stuff like this, we're always quick to tell the other person. That way the communication is clear. Like this Sal right here, for this one, you should have put these on top. Because as soon as I lifted this up, all the junk stuck to the bottom of this. No, that's not, because it's backwards. So I have to, those should have been done because they could have been on top. I could have knocked them off. And the closest thing to rinseless as far as interiors, if we're talking, you know, mild cleaners, and we're talking safe, and even, you know, for clients, you want to give them something. Hey, this cleans everything. You know, rinseless is great, but all surface cleaner is great too. As you can see, it's removing that little stain with ease. It just has a little bit more bite than rinseless. So this is our level 1 cleaner, our mildest of cleaners. When we're able to clean with this cleaner, the price is you're on a different price scale. The rate is a little bit different because obviously we're not having to put as much work in. This is what we consider a wipe down. When someone's like, oh, it just needs a wipe down. Most of the time, you know, it doesn't need a wipe down. It needs a scrub. This is one more level up, you know, despite, like, let's exclude the stain here in the boba. Everything else is literally a wipe down. We know the car, we know the owner of the vehicle, we know how the vehicle is used, how often.
Everything is protected.
Yes, everything on this is protected with Duraslick already, so we're not concerned with
Duraslick and ST01.
Yeah. So it's not like we're gonna find some stuff that we're Nothing's gonna surprise us in this vehicle. So when clients say, "Oh, it just needs a quick wipe down," okay, if it's not in this condition, then it's not. Then it doesn't qualify for a quick wipe down. If we gotta do scrubbing, or if we're spraying on the surface, and that's how I communicate to a lot of clients or potential clients. Say, well, is it a? So I'm gonna spray here, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do the floor last because I don't want to transfer any grime from the floor to the upper surfaces. But I'm gonna just put that little ASC on and let it do its thing. I tell clients if it's a to qualify for a quick wipe down, that means that we'd be able to. It's one more level than a dusting. You know, it's if you're not at that level, then it's not going to be qualified for what your expectation of a quick wipe down is as far as price. Like a client reached out the other day and they said, "Oh, well, how much is it for operations, guys? Even small stuff like that, how you stack things, and when you're going to clean them, make a big difference." Because now I have this big thing that I got to pull up on top of small things, and these can fall out, or they left stuff underneath. So if I would have those small ones, I could have blown those out, been done, removed them easily. Sal could have already put them back in the car, but instead, you know, I had to remove stuff from the bottom of them and coordinate and figure out how I'm gonna not touch these ones with this big one. This one's done, Sal. Okay. Again, order of operations. As an example, Sal would have already put those other ones in, and he would have been over here on this side putting it in. Not that big of a deal, but in some operations, you know, it's time. It's all time. So people might be saying, "Oh man, you're getting a little anal over little things." But those little things in a business is all money. If you don't get serious about those little things, it starts to hurt the big things, the big picture. And these are just small little cleanings we're doing here, little wipe downs. I'm gonna hand pick a couple of these little things out. That's good to go. And this is the driver's side. Boom, get out of here. Grab a little bit more of the ASC. Shut that off. Oh, I had the ASC right here. Okay, so this is it right here. So this, boom. And that's it. We're gonna hit it with the FU. Richard, what you doing, Richard? Sneaky. All right, so FU. Little top off with the FU. You guys hear that? That little tiny sound? That's a Metrovac. How you liking that Metrovac still, Sal? After a month of having the Metrovac, what do you think? Oh, I missed the stain right here. Missed the stain right there. We're gonna see if we have enough on here still too. Go ahead, Sal. I'm sorry.
Metrovac is It's coming in clutch with how small it is, man. The size. We're able to incorporate another step in the operation just by leaving the vac here. Jawad is able to do the cleaning and the vacuuming. Usually I was a two-step process on something like this.
Where you would have to come around, so it leaves Sal's hands.
I get to focus on another process, whatever that be, exterior finishing.
Yeah, he used to do, while I was cleaning the panels and the seats or stain removal, whatever, Sal was going through and vacuuming. Now, I go through and vacuum. As soon as I'm done with the section, I'll go through vacuum. This one didn't need an initial vacuum, it only needed a final vac because condition. But Sal would be behind me with the vacuum. Now Sal's behind me already doing windows, which is part of the finishing process. So whether he's wiping down the LED screens, spraying FU, hitting the plastics with Top Star, sealing it with Duraslick, whatever it is, now he goes straight into that instead of having to mess with the vacuum. So that's it. I don't know how long this took us, but yeah, that's maintenance. That qualifies for maintenance. And then we just do the wrap up. Keep the wrap up easy. We're going to go through a whole van tour too. I'll go through specifics. So giving you guys a little. Guys, a little preview right now. And that's it for this appointment. We're gonna head out, and then we have we're gonna go shoot a podcast for you guys. Shout out to KCX, shout out to Carbon Collective, shout out to King Korea, Detail Division, Car Supplies Warehouse. We'll tag everything we use in the description.